Hello everyone. Today we will talk a new topic under environmental studies and environmental law. Today we will discuss about concept of air pollution. We will talk about Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1981 and we'll see the definition of air pollution as per the act. The list of topics to be covered here is the overview of the Air Act 1981, then the applicability of the Act, few objectives of the Act, some important definitions under Act. We'll talk about the concept of air pollution and some major features of the Act. Let's start with the overview of the Act. India participated in the United Nations Conference on the Human Environment, which is held in Stockholm in June 1972. Uh, India has participated to take appropriate steps for the preservation of natural resources of the earth, which, among other things, include the preservation of the quality of air and control of air pollution. Based on the concluding guidelines of this conference, the Air Act was formulated by the Government of India in 1981. This is an act to provide for the prevention and control and abatement of the air pollution through various management guidelines and restrictions. It is also a comprehensive legislation with more than 50 sections. It makes provisions inter alia for central and state boards. They have power to declare pollution control areas, restrictions on certain industrial units, authority of boards to limit emission of air pollutants, power of entry, inspection, taking samples, analysis, penalties, offences by companies and government and cognizance of offence, etc. The applicability of the act, this particular act is to provide for the prevention, control, and abatement of air pollution, and for the establishment with a view to carry out the aforesaid purposes of boards, for conferring on and assigning such boards powers and functions relating thereto, and for matters connected therewith. This act was introduced and incorporated into the Constitution of India in 1981, laying down guidelines for the preservation of the quality of air and control of air pollution. In contrast to the Water Act of 1974, which covers only 13 states and union territories of India, the Air Act extends to the whole of India. So we can say this particular act is applicable to whole of India. So we under this act prevents and controls the air pollution in the whole of the India. Some objectives of the act are: one of the prime objectives of this act is to carrying out the purposes mentioned above by assigning a set of responsibility, powers, and functions to the boards for the prevention and control of air pollution. So, the one of the major responsibility has been assigned to boards. There are two boards under this particular act. This act establishes a central board to control pollution and state board as well, and they both have been assigned with many responsibilities related to the control of air pollution. To provide for the prevention, control, and abatement of air pollution is the foremost objective of this act. Other than that, this act has certain objective related to the establishment of central and state boards for pollution control, and it is with a view to implement the act. Next objective of this act is to confer the boards on the boards the power to implement the provisions of the act and assign the boards functions relating to the pollution. Air pollution is more acute in heavily industrialized and urbanized areas, which are also densely populated. The presence of pollution beyond certain limits due to various pollutants discharged through industrial emission is monitored by the pollution control boards, which are set up in every state. Let's take up some important definitions of the act. First of all, air pollutant. It means any solid, liquid, or gaseous substance, which also include noise now, present in the atmosphere in such concentration as may be or tend to be injurious to human beings or other living creatures or plants or property or environment. So basically, any thing present in the atmosphere, in the air, which could be in the form of solid, liquid, or gaseous substance. And we have included the noise also as an air pollutant. Because of this, the air becomes injurious to human beings and other living creatures. It has also become injurious for the plants and property and the environment whole. So these all the substance will be considered as air pollutant. So next definition is of air pollution. It means the presence of any air pollutant in the atmosphere. It means if any liquid, gaseous, or solid substance is injurious for the human body or any other living creature on this planet is present in the atmosphere, that means there is air pollution. Next definition is emission, which means any solid or liquid or gaseous substance coming out of any chimney, duct, or flue, or any other outlet. Next definition is chimney, which includes any structure with an opening or outlet from or through which any air pollutant may be emitted. Let's talk about air pollution. The air pollution is a mixture of solid particles and gases in the air. Car emissions, chemicals from factories, dust, pollen, and mold spores may be suspended as particles. Ozone, a gas, is a major part of air pollution in cities. When ozone forms air pollution, it's also called smoke. Some air pollutants are poisonous. Inhaling them can increase the chance health problems. You will have health problems. So people with heart or lung disease or older adults or children are at a greater risk from air pollution. Air pollution isn't just outside. The air inside the building can also be polluted and can affect your health. Some major features of this particular act is section 3. So section 3 is the very important section under this act because it establishes the central and state pollution control board, which have certain responsibilities to exercise the powers as provided under this act without prejudice. The Central Pollution Control Board advises the central government on any matter concerning the improvement of the quality of the air and prevention, control, and abatement of air pollution. It also helps to plan and cause to be executed a nationwide program for the prevention, control, and abatement of the air pollution. It provides technical assistance to the and guidance to the state pollution control board. It also lays down the standards for the quality of air. So we can see that here under this particular act, both the central pollution control board and state pollution board are very important, as these are the only sole authorities which have been provided with certain responsibilities and powers and functions to control the air pollution and to put or to maintain the air at a standard quality of air so that everyone can get the benefit out of it. The state pollution control boards plan a comprehensive program for prevention, control, and abatement of air pollution. And to secure the execution thereof, they also advise the state government on any matter concerning prevention, control, and abatement of air pollution. So the basically both central pollution control board and state pollution control board have a responsibility to advise both the government, central government, and state government on the matters concerning to the prevention and control of air pollution, so that the air quality could be maintained and we could provide a particular standard of air to the human beings and other living creatures.